Hello everyone, Kaiju-Z back in with our Monday Final Fantasy 14 stream. We're back at it in side quest territory, but as you can see, Morale's looking a little different today. He's sporting a little bit more romantic attire. Now why is that? Well, today was the beginning of the Vallentione event, the Valentine's event. And so, we'll start things off with some Valentine's shenanigans. We're gonna get through that and see to it to get some other side quests done in Tuliolao. There we'll see. And there goes our boy waking up. Now the outfits, 8% of it is the male Vallentione outfit from a few years back. Pretty be precise. The hat is the designated lady's hat, which they mercifully changed so that anyone could wear. The whole outfit altogether. And the gloves are the gloves of the Orthodox Saint. So from the Christmas event from a few years back. Great, one of these again. Might as well, right? She has some stuff first. There. Ha. We're gonna head off to the Winkill Amphitheater, where the quest is gonna be, as it normally is. Full to the brim, as you can see. Ah, someone's already wearing the outfit, nice. Well, hey, it's gray. Everyone seems ready. Hey, Ashred. Just some configuration. Character configuration. How did this go? So if you're making disappear people, well, we have work to do. Whatever shall we do? The icing on the cake. Asher's Valentione's day plans have gone awry. This is available for a limited time only. So we gotta do it now. Oh, well met, friend. I'm Astrid, emissary of Love and Order. Though the Valentione's celebrations are underway, I'm afraid that we're still preparing for the main event of the day. Why, if it isn't an hour, it's a pleasure to see you again. We're in dire need of assistance to see the festivities get underway. Adventure might just be what we are looking for. If it's not too much of an imposition, might I ask for your aid? You can count on me, lad. With us? Ox? I don't know. Malish. Oh, thank you. We've been hard at work getting everything ready for today. I even designed the fetching the outfit. And everything was perfectly in hand until we ran into a spot of bother. Allow me to explain. To celebrate Valentione's Day, we were to serve rather generously sized cakes in the shape of one and all. However, operations ground to a halt at the last minute, leaving our plans and cakes half-baked. The emissaries dispatched to assess the situation should be returning presently with further details. Would you mind joining us at the amphitheater entrance to meet them? Okay. So we get things going. Oh, it's bakery bedlam in there, Kupo. Those pesky mammoths should be creating confectionaries brimming with ardor and affection. But instead, they insist on being a nuisance and an obstruction. It was all too much for us to handle alone. As I suspect that this may be best left to someone who's more skilled in the art of physical altercations. This is Kupo. Our Mungo emissary of love who labors tirelessly to deliver messages of ardor and affection to lovelorn souls the realm over. He has been instrumental in the celebrations of many of Valentione's days. I'm sure he has. What is wrong with his home? How could I turn down a request to aid after hearing the plan for such a lavish deliveries of love, Kupo? Many problems make life work, as they say. So I collared the few Mog and flew over Pulses to lend our aid to the fanciers of House Vallentione. That must be them. These deliveries of love are nothing less than the cakes in question. Valentione's Day is a time to foster affection for one another. How better to do so than by sharing a sweet treat? Let's see. When we shared our vision with Cook, we soon came to the realization that we would need a facility capable of making confectionery of colossal proportions. As luck would have it, there was an old manor in the outskirts of the Dulswood, so House Vallentione snapped it up and turned it into a grand patisserie. Everything was falling into place until the bespoke mammoth patissiers commissioned from the Goldsmiths Guild went on a rampage. I would swear they had lost their minds had they any to begin with. White little fiends took us for common cake thieves, Kupo. They all but barred off the kitchen in their careless frenzy. Though we have a whistle to stop the mammoth's emergencies, they were upon us before my little lungs could fill with enough puff. I fear the situation may be beyond my power, Kupo. Even with the mammoths behaving so, we cannot recklessly destroy such custom clockwork pieces, which means... please, Marwa. You're our only hope. Will you dodge the malfunctioning mammoths, decorate the cakes, and save Valentione's day? For the sake of those eagerly awaiting the festival, I beg you. It will be a piece of cake, lad. Lux, whatever you wish to be called. You two don't have matters set here, so allow me to accompany our brave adventurer friend and provide what support I can, Kupo. Thank you. I'm sure that together you will soon have matters in hand. Yippee! These no event instance unlocked. You now have access to the patisserie seasonal instance. Patisserie. Speak with House Vallentione Patissier and Main Cantos Amphitheater or the Acorn Orchard. Okay, so this is we don't want to 4 people. Alright. Let's grab this person. Thank you for your assistance. Allow me to escort you to the patisserie when ready. Should you wish, I would be glad to offer you my advice as a patisserie ahead of your foray. How many people can enter the patisserie? Okay, no. Okay, I know that what we gotta do. It's part of a mash party. And now we wait. I'm guessing that's where we're gonna get the outfits and stuff. Okay! Let's get down to business. Probably what we think of business. Oh yeah. This is gonna get funky. We got a remix. Cliff kicks, is it? Oh boy. First up, 1 heartberry cake, please. Heartberry cake. Okay. Alright, no berries. Let me go! I got caught in a crossfire! Alright, getting these over. almost got us. You missed. You missed as well. Yeah. Thought that was gonna hit him. What the hell? Help. 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 Frosting. Watermelon berries, watermelon berries. Got the Muggles. We're doing our best here. This is kind of silly, but I really like it. A stupid little sequence for everyone involved. Stupid in an affectionate kind of way. Okay, those are done. Two more cakes. Dodge mechanics in a cake making contest. Is that even a contest? What the hell? Avenge me! Chocolate hearts and chocolate flowers, one of each. Hearts, chocolate hearts. What are you missing? There we go. Now for the special. Let's go crazy. Ah. Run, girlies. Come on. Yes! With a few seconds to spare, we did it. Magnifique! Thank you for your wonderful help, Kupo. I can hardly wait to complete our delivery. Our guests will be most delighted. Let us return to the festivities post-haste. Alright, giving it to Mitsuya. And that was the run. Of all the runs to have, I'm glad I managed to do this. Thanks again for your aid, Kupo. What an honor to deliver such a grand missive of ardor and affection. You know, it's sugar frosted glory. The usual missives, incidentally, have been entrusted to a reliable apprentice of mine. I'm sure deliveries are underway as we speak, Kupo. Welcome back. I hear that it was a resounding success. Can say that. I must offer my thanks again. Raw, I've never seen such charming confectionery. Now we can finally get the festivities underway. That said, with such a large-scale operation, we can hardly ask you to oversee the production of each and every cake. Would you be able to share the secret to your success? Keep a keen eye on your surroundings. Let no member go unpunished, Kupo. Positive thinking. Keep a keen eye on your surroundings. So the key is to locate the required ingredients and identify the most suitable path to the cake. I'll send a request to the Adventurers Guild to ensure they include this sage advice. I'll see to the appropriate transportation to the amphitheater so we can get the cake served up. Okie dokie. Well, with that, I don't think you two need me anymore. So what gives? How did all this happen? Though I am glad the celebration can finally begin, I can't help but wonder what drove the mammoths to madness. It, it couldn't be, Kupo. Something on your mind, Kupo? What you got there, Kupo? If you there to wrangle the mammoths, I was able to observe them more closely. And what should I see, Kupo, but traces of Moko magics? And the only other Mog who would have the opportunity to cast magic in the vicinity would be Kupna Koko, who helped prepare the fruit. Mayhap he knows something of this? Well, it seems our next course of action is decided. Let's find this Kupna Koko and see what he knows. Didn't speak him in my patisserie, so I suspect he may be somewhere in Gridania. Though in all likelihood he would attempt a quick escape should I confront him alone. Rao, would you mind accompanying me as a suitably intimidating backup? I will make him whimper. Thank you. I'll join the search once I've submitted the request to the Adventurers Guild for additional cake decorating support. Governor Coco is fond of strolls by the water wheel, so the nearby Lancers Guild seems as good a place as any to begin our search, Cabal. Okay. There you are, you little shit. That's him. That's Coco. Oh, I can't picture it now. Dozens upon dozens of cakes being presented to the adoring public. For the mammoths will be hard at work by now. Yes, everything moves according to my master plan. And all these confectionery delights will appear with neither man nor Mog raising a paw. The commotion has been rather greater than expected, but surely it is not. But boisterous enthusiasm. Kupna Kuko, I believe we found the Mog to blame. Come, Rawa. Together we shall deliver justice. You're coming with us. Who in the name of good King Mogamog XII make his magnificence remain unsummoned in his sovereign splendor? Are you? Oh, such murderous intent! Spare me! Spare this cute fluffy Mog! Cabal! I just poked you. Oh, Astrid! Not only did Kupna Koko know something of the matter, it turns out he is the very maker of the mischief. What? But you said that he helped you prepare the fruit. Whatever could he have hoped to achieve by causing the mammoths to malfunction? Malfunction? Great Caponas, you say they are malfunctioning? Oh no, I had such fun helping with the cakes that I returned to the patisserie after delivering the fruit. But Kupna Koko was nowhere to be found, attending to another of his many duties, I suspect. Then it struck me, Kupo, if everyone was so busy, wouldn't it be better if the mammoths could make the cakes all by themselves? And so I cast a little Moko magic, and which then caused the mammoths to malfunction. Kupna Kuko, you must undo whatever spell you've woven, Kupo. Oh, well, it may have been fairly easy to cast, but it's not so easily done. Any attempts to dispel it are liable to end in exploded mammoths. That would be far too dangerous for the mammoths and, perhaps more importantly, the cake. For now, we have a team of eager adventurers helping decorate cakes, and we are ascertaining that there was no intentional sabotage. Oh, what a fine mess you've made. What didn't you think to ask anyone else before deciding on this plan? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause problems. I just wanted everyone to have so much cake as their hearts desired, Kupo. Well, as an emissary of love, I'm never one to turn away a helping hand. Any ideas you have, you can always bring them to me, especially if they're about cake. Listen well, Kupna. Whether delivering missives or lending aid, you must always see the task through to the intended recipient with love. Uh, with love, even though I'm not an emissary, as long as it puts their hearts in, as one puts their hearts into it, anyone can spread love and affection. Just look at Brawa. Thanks to him, the Valentione's Day festivities can go ahead, and I think it's past time we went and enjoyed them for ourselves. Alright, let's head back. Creaking Mugama, creaking Mog, ruler of all the land. Cakes. Cakes everywhere. Cake. Cake. Cakey. Wait a second. In the background. Is that Gaius? And there was an order. Ali? Wait, that's Gorge. And is that the Gore over there? As you can see, today's main event is well underway, and cake has been served to one and all once again. Allow me to thank you for your assistance. The confectionery you contributed is here in pride of place. And thanks to your advice, the adventurers who undertook their quest to decorate the additional cakes were wildly successful. Aww. Jack! The ladies. What a light and fluffy texture, Kupo. It's simply divine. And everyone seems to be having such fun. Is that what being an emissary is? Seeing people bask in these warm feelings? Well, this might even be worth doing the hard work myself, Kupo. Oh ho ho, at last you see. This is ardor and affection. This is the essence of love. It looks like everyone is having a good time. And it's thanks to your help that we made it this far. To think we were this close to everything falling apart at the final step. I couldn't bear the thought, not after all the hard work Astrid put in to make this happen. I'm not deny I had my heart set on it. Not so long ago, I came to realize that sharing food and sharing a moment of bliss together is a bit another form of love. While the gifting of chocolate is the traditional practice, a part of me hopes that what we've created here today might become a new tradition. Sharing ardor and affection with loved ones and feeling their hearts answer in return it is my most heartfelt wish that people across the realm are blessed with many such opportunities. And so, Mroa, if you feel inclined to venture into the kitchen once more, we should gladly welcome additional cakes. Our celebration is getting started after all. And I must insist that you partake as well before you go rushing back to the patisserie. I'll get you a slide right here, right away. I'm not going back in. I'm gonna get everything I need just from doing this one thing. And I'll put tea on. Won't you sit with us for a while? I think we've earned this. Of course. Aw, the couple from last year. Cake. Cake. Cake, 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 cake. There we go. Can I tempt you with another? Oh, you do spoil me. It would be lovely to share a cake like this with everyone in Werliff. I'll see the procuring some baking equipment. Aren't you having any? What need have I when I have your sweet love? Aw, is that Also, Portafans. Serena and Sadu, it's so good I could cry. Then I'll wash away your tears. What? What is with Sadu's hair? Tears, you didn't wolf it down, so? Sadu, you look like a Gyaru. Understand the need for cake on a deeper spiritual level. Oh my god, it's her! Serendipity. I should like the slice of for cook for which, but which one? That's not an NPC. Okay, these are from previous years. Hey, you! Quack! This was a special mount, if I'm not mistaken. Wow. There's someone who luckily won in the Monster Hunter stuff. Oh yeah, I also won in the Monster Hunter event that we had, like the screenshot contest. It's on the hairstyle is my other character though. So sadly you can't see. Can't show it off though. Of course I'm getting both outfits, you kidding me? I have so much chocolate. Good music. Sweet Gazombo music. Aww. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a few chairs. And a table. Hi, Medion. Gotta grab a couple of rugs. Whoops. There we go. Yeah. Let's go and get things set up. I believe these guys are from a previous Vallentione event too. It has the outfits. Yeah. Bert and Rotogal. I believe that the outfits I'm wearing and the other one are on the, you know what, let me go and check something. Are on the bomb station now. Also, they released the Beatrice set for Beatrice from Final Fantasy IX. So if you want to make a character that looks like Beatrice, you are at least 5 steps closer. I would like to get the eye patch. It looks like a really nice design. Do I have anything to get from you? Ah, there we go. Let me scroll down for a moment. I will admit, I feel like that we should have some more stuff to unlock for our achievement point because I feel so empty. Hey, Antonal. Thank you. Glad I always have a room up here. Now let's store everything. Alright, let's switch over back. Add again creature cream. Is there any slotted on my plate a bit? Not for now. Okay, yeah, there's the good look. Yeah, yeah. Okay, with that done, let's head back to Leolau. Do some side quest stuff. I believe there's something here we can do fast. Ah, right back where I first found you, my friend. When death comes to dinner. This usually chipper cob of corn looks oddly concentrated. Well, if it isn't my dear friend, Mroa. I'm sure you've seen your fair share of adventure and delectable delights since last we met. My friend, you have no idea. I literally just came back from fighting to make cake. 5 of them. That as well. Would that I had similar tales to share, but in truth, these old colonels find themselves in deep need of assistance. I sense a belly possessed of monstrous appetite has found its way to the base at Bevy, you see. There's a hunger so ravenous it shook me to my very core. I dare not confront it alone, but now I have you. That is, of course, assuming you would accompany me. Let's do this. So you join me then. Ah, what joy it is to bask again in the warmth of your generous art. Once we arrive, I but need you to keep watch while I seek out the belligerent belly that cries for satiation. Satiation. I still have a little time before work. What do I do? Well, we met him once before, did we not? Uh-huh. Greetings, young one. Say, don't I know you from somewhere? Yes, of course. You're the one who offered to me that grilled corn. That was awful nice of you. I was definitely at my worst back then, without any prospects to speak of. But that corn was just a bone I needed. It wasn't long after that I found a new job, and now I couldn't be happier. Speaking of which, I had better go back to it. Hopefully I'll see you around sometime. Thanks again. His belly was full of food, and his spirit was with purpose. I'm most glad inside. However, he's not the one we seek. Let us look elsewhere. Yes, Colonel. I really shouldn't be heading back. She'll start to worry otherwise. Say, is that not the kindly woman we met once before? Ah, it's you! My, what a time for reunions this has been. My daughter has been missing for some time, you see, but I found her in Ypsilanti at long last. A most joyous yet shocking occasion, for now she is nearly as old as I am. Would that her father could see us, a pair of old maids. We're together now, though, and that's what is important. Oh, but listen to me prattling on. I'm sure you have better things to be doing. Take care, sir, and thank you again for your kindness. Our heart and belly once pained, but now at peace. Perhaps she and her daughter have enjoyed many delicious cornfield dishes together. So let's see, Colonel. Will this be enough corn for the shop? I wonder. We know this fellow, do we not? Yes. Hey, friend, how are you faring? You're the corn-peddling stranger from before. If you're worried about what I've been up to, you needn't be. I went and got my life together, just like I said I would. Even managed to find a new job. A friend of mine put in a good word for me over at Auntie's, so the next time you see me, I'll be grinding corn and make tasty tortillas. Be sure to stop by sometime, and I'll pay you back for the grilled corn. Ah, they say you'll be making corn tortillas? Oh, it's delightful. Alright, boss. What's the dealio then? There it is. The malign rumblings of a hunger most foul. Pray wait here while we seek out the offending stomach. Bum 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 bum. The rumblings are coming from... No. The Pelopello fellow over there. Might you go over and ask if it aught troubles his mind or stomach? Ba-ba-dum. Ba-ba-da-bum. This is actually kind of ominous with the night out, as it is. Excuse me, but you seem to be at odds. What's it gonna matter, lad? I'm sorry, you want to know if I'm having stomach trouble? No, I can't say that I am, though I've been having a strange cravings as of late. Terrible cravings for... Blood. I yearn for blood. What? Wait. This baleful hunger is not his own. He's been possessed. Leave him be, spirit. Leave him be and show yourself. Is that a swordfish? Well, what have we here? A blade made sentient by an assurant spirit. And a rather ancient one at that. Okay. Long, long ago in a distant land, when the lands were barren and the people desperate, they would offer up ritual sacrifices in hope of a bountiful harvest. The rites required the time of a beating heart, cut by stone blades that supped on the life force, and made nation spirits like the one that sways before us. But once the people received according blessings, they no longer need of such practices. The rites and rituals were buried long ago with their tools. Should I slay it? Do you suppose one of your corn dishes would sate its hunger? No, I fear a spirit of this nature has little interest in the niceties of corn, but there must be something that can satisfy it. I've got it! I cannot prepare aught to suit this palate, but you can. You slay all manner of beasts on your travels, do you not? Were you to take this dagger into your possession, it could then feast on the life force of your fallen foes, thereby sating its hunger. Assuming, of course, the gentleman would be willing to part with it. Would be willing to part with this spirit? The dagger is the reason that I've been feeling so strange. Come to think of it, I never had such weird cravings before buying it. And insofar as it is being a knife for ancient rituals, the brother who sold it to me did say he found it in the aftermath of a landslide caused by a great storm. Oh dear. If you're willing to risk keeping that thing, far be it from me to stop you. I won't charge you either. Having a clear head will be payment enough. Good luck. And please don't die. I would feel bad. Given what you've learned of the spirit, you've elected to refer to it as a death servant. You cannot help but wonder if the blood of your enemies alone will suffice to stay its hunger. Shh, swish, swish. With that settled, perhaps the two of you should take a moment to get acquainted. Uh-huh. Yeah. Sure. Go on now, don't be shy. Say hello to your new companion. Swing. I do believe they've taken a liking to you, and so long as they are permitted to feast upon the beasts slain on your adventures, you don't worry about the ill effects of their appetite. A rather unexpected turn of events, would you not agree? Would that all appetites could be sated with corn, but alas, hunger is a fickle fiend not so easily overcome. Thanks to good friends like you, however, I need not contend with such challenges alone. Indeed, I have been blessed with fertile soils of trust and acceptance to cultivate such a beautiful friendship. I have little more than my crop to offer, but I should hope this will suffice as a fitting payment. I reckon a dish made with the finest corn. And with that, I must take my leave. Until we meet again, my friend. Farewell, corn servant. Yeah! You're coming off me, little guy. Now then, let's finish the picking up the torch. So we can complete the level 100, the rope quests storyline. Because the Apyaahi is still out there. And we need to stop her. Ramajun has new tidings about an old adversary. Picking up the torch. Hey, oh yeah, bro, so good to see you. I was hoping you would pay us a visit. The Land Guard received word from various nations you visited in your search for the treasures and requested that we inform you of the latest tidings. They also sent their earnest gratitude for your efforts. It seems each of the 5 criminals has been brought into custody, though some had to be tracked down after you trounced them. They now await the judgment of the government they wronged. I thought all was well, until I overheard some customers saying that the passage of the Unbound has new leaders. Oh, come now! Again? The shop was so busy that I couldn't find a chance to speak with them before they left, but I felt compelled to report what I heard to the Land Guard. Barukavu. It was a sobering reminder that as long as their leader, Apyaahi, is free, she can rebuild the scheme again. You must have learned about the organization's working during your search. Do you remember anything that might help us find out what she's up to? Each of her leaders was carefully selected from different regions, paying her serving for some kind of purpose. Their funds were coming from Vallentione. Honestly, it was all his. Each of the leaders were carefully selected from different regions. I see, so there was a method to her recruitment. It stands to reason that she might rely on it again. The Land Guard also managed to dig up information. One of those apprehended said the passengers in the Unbound received their funds from a shady mercantile outfit located in Oda. Do you have an idea how little that narrows it down? I have an idea. Apyaahi really is recruiting new members. We should feign interest in her cause to get close to her. You think that could work? You might be onto something. We even know a man she's never had the pleasure of meeting. Rawa. Hey, wait a minute. I know we're asking a lot of you, but information you extract from Apyaahi and her new cohorts would prevent further incidents. What do you say? Desperate times, I suppose. We're very grateful. A small warning, however. We know 5 treasures were stolen, but there could be more. Whatever you do, don't treat Apyaahi lightly. I suggest finding out what power she has at her disposal and what her goals are before making her move. I've done this before, I know how this works. Alright, which reminds me, those who waited you are most eager to see Apyaahi apprehended. We'll tell them you're hot on her tail. For now, why don't you travel to Uza and ask around? Perhaps our quarry has already tried to recruit the disillusioned into our ranks. We can give it a go. I wonder if anyone's on Twitch from. Let me check something. Okay. Yeah, group students thing. So I guess I'm going in Ulda. So we started in Ulda and we're returning to Ulda. The irony is not lost on me. This human being irony? We're going to the steps of the fall. Yeah. I don't know the name of Apyaahi, but I do know of a strange man. Each day he stands aloof, staring at passersby with their dead eyes. As I saw him, he was near the market board. Oh, it makes my stomach churn just to imagine he might still be there. It's our last look into it. Ah. I see. Villains who wish to topple the nations of the world. I'm afraid I haven't heard of such a group, but there are no shortage of complaints about the Sultanate. Most common are grabs about market fees. To hear the merchants tell it, every one of them is a single bad bargain away from an emptier coin purse. I can say that it goes as far as treason, though. I will kill them all if they try anything again. We're starting that Republic early. Or late, depending on how you look at it. I'm running out of space. Transfer to items. Now then. Landerbear! Shifty-eyed blokes? More shifty than usual, you mean? Well, it just so happens a strange man tries to strike up a conversation with me not so long ago. So he liked how eagerly I gave those bastards in the brass plates a piece of my mind. He invited me to a gathering of people who sought true freedom, as he put it. I don't like the smell of it since you find me here. Alright. Oh, I'm so mad! I'm so furious! I am raging! Only this will work by now. You there. Might that be Benjo here? Yep, he looks like an asshole. That is the asshole face, yes. I sense in your kindred spirit, one who's tired of being trampled upon by the high and mighty. I think there's a place for you in our organization, the Master of the Unbound. You might have heard of our mysterious artifacts being used to incite unrest across the world. That was our doing. The oppressed finally striking back to the oppressors to win back the freedom they took from us. But we mean to aim even higher, and for that we need more good men and women to lead us. Men like you. Down with the oppressors! Yeah, like your gusto. Perhaps you have what it takes. Perhaps you don't. Either way, you have to pass the audition first. You want a seat on the table? Prove your worth for a while. One of our own is standing by the gold coat. Show him the handbill, and he'll lead you to where you need to go. Thank you, future prisoner. Kindness, kindness, Luigi. What do you want? Here's a thought. So you wish to lead the others upon the passage, eh? You're welcome to try. Fair warning, this may be the hardest trial you've ever had to endure. Are your loins properly girded? Consider them girded. That if you will take you far. Now then, follow me. Okay. The audition will be held in this room. Even those with the blackest hearts have walked at what we put our potential leaders through, so I'll be listening to your progress with great interest. With great interest, he says. Enter. Can you hear it? The cry of a child too young to know fear. Can you see it? A black bird in flight, its wings staining the azure skies. Can you feel it? The shape of the world as it should be, wanted by hands free of feathers. The passage to a new morrow lies before you. The passage of the Unbound. Alright. And with that, let us begin the audition. For our new round of leaders, may the selection committee please take their seats. I'm hungry just staring at those plates. Can't believe she actually has her own portrait. Are we gonna get it? You look disappointed somehow. Aha, I understand. You expected me to wear fonder. My apologies, but you need to prove yourself ere you are granted such an audience. Now tell us your name. Well done. The passage of the Unbound works in the shadows, and our true names must remain hidden until their revelation can have the most dramatic impact. On the next question, why do you wish to join us? I want to change the world. I was impressed by your previous leaders. I want to change the world. I was impressed by your previous leaders. Friendship. I want to change the world. I want to bring down the oppressors. If you truly desired that, you would have done something noble by now. It would be ill-advised to recommend a novice for a position of leadership. Enough about your ambitions. What can you do? I can take on anyone or anything in a fight. No one can craft a gunner like me. I can take on anyone or anything in a fight. Anyone can fight. You do know we're trying to topple nations here, don't you? We don't need someone with muscles, we need someone who can grasp the reins of leadership and lead us to victory. That's enough questions for now, methinks. Let's see if this one has the guts to stand against the entire nation. This treacherous curse sold us out to our enemies. Chop off his head for us, will you? Huh? Oh, what's wrong? Having second thoughts? No. I'm not your patsy. I'm going to lead. I will not follow. So you saw for a little ruse. How insightful. You played the traitor most convincingly, my boy. And now you may leave. Ow, my head! Oh, let's see. Oh, yes. Your final task. Strike a pose that captures your... Go! Let's do a little dance. Yeah! Oh my, such confidence, such grace. They quite literally emanate from you. I believe you're ready to make a decision. Alright. You truly are singular among the other applicants. We can confidently say you've passed the first audition. You have been hard-boiled, shut a fee, nearly cracked under the pressure of our inquiries, but you remain composed throughout. Congratulations on your impressive feat. Alright, you're the weights without to guide you on your next step. Alright. Now this judge. I can see in your eyes that you've been through more than I can imagine. Hold on to your anger and use it to bring the tyrannical rulers down to earth. Ah yes. Row, fight the power. If you pulled the wool over our eyes, good. That just shows your capacity of villainy. Be proud of it. Quite the selection of candidates this time. Eh? Once you leave the hall unbound, you won't be able to return. Let me actually look here. Statue of a gargoyle. Pots. Uh-huh. Another gargoyle. A bunch of stuff. Why do we have chairs of Byakko? Who made them? Oh man, I'm hungry. And I just stayed earlier. Yeah, let's go. We thought we'd welcome you into our fold after a single edition. You know that our stats are higher than that. By the way, if you had failed back then, I'd be getting you to the combat training right now. Can never have too much fodder for the cause, after all. Well, may have been where you're going. But don't celebrate just yet. The hardest part is still to come. Closing views. The Unbound Agent is ready to share your next destination. You must endure the final test. And seeing as so important it is, our founder will be conducting it herself. She was here a moment ago, but something compelled her to leave for the Zaguli Desert. Always has to she follow the slightest whim. Show some initiative and find her among those massive dunes. Don't be intimidated. If you're truly meant to lead us, fate arranged this meeting long ago. Well, we're going south. To the Forgotten Springs. There she is. She's seriously walking in the desert with heels. What is she doing? A sandworm. Stop. Shake. Spin. Now come. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. What is that thing? A little mushroom. It works as well as I remembered. No piece is too great for the artifact's influence. What are you doing here? Do you fancy strolls among nondescript stand dunes? As a matter of fact, or is it not a chance encounter? Is that so? Monitoring see potential in you. Ah. Well then, let us proceed straight to the introductions. Remember my name. The architect of the passage, Apyaahi. Oh, that pose. So majestic. If you wish to be one of my chosen leaders, there is but one requirement. Boundless charisma. I guess no intellect. Extraordinary strength and unparalleled intellect mean nothing if you lack charm. No one will follow a bore. Yet, when I've spoken with the right tenor, even wicked words can resonate with small folk and rouse them to action. They'll gladly throw themselves into the thick of battle for a cause they believe in. Our cause! As is well informing my first cadre of leaders, their absolute devotion to indulging their own desires moved even me to tears. For all their faults, I still hardly believe they were worthy of wielding the artifacts. Makes me believe the same about you. And I should gladly take you under my wing. Alright. Well, now. Now's your chance to impress me. Tell me, what do you wish to gain by overthrowing nations of the world? Power, fame, wealth. Yayo, yayo. Fame. Aha! I knew at the moment that I laid eyes upon you. He has the look of one whose soul is fed by the adoration of others. Such an appetite is required for any who would embrace civility. As for me, I only want one thing: freedom. My village prospered amid nature unrestrained, while those in it were bound by the rules of society. Our roles were determined at birth. Some would hunt, some would weave, but none were allowed to follow their hearts. Obedience meant a life without hardship, yes, but I couldn't suffer the task I was burdened with. So in defiance of those stifling customs, I went into the forest to hunt and returned to my village with prey mightier than any had been caught before. For this, I was rewarded with exile. Yet my banishment was a blessing in disguise, for it helped me realize I could survive, I could thrive, unbound by rules. I also understood that many like-minded souls yet suffered under the subjugation of state. I resolved to become an example they could follow, to build the passage that would guide them to freedom. But enough about myself. There's something I wish to see. Follow me. But be wary of the beasts that infest these lands and sands. As I said, beasts abound in these parts. I could kill them myself, but presents an opportunity. Let us commence the practical exam. Defeat these creatures by whatever means are at your disposal. There's one. There's two. There's three. That was a fine show of strength. Fine enough to impress the meek into following you, I dare say. Very good, now follow me. We're not far now. Here we are. I've heard the stars are breathtaking from this vantage. No doubt they would charge you to view the sky from a place like this, as if there weren't enough hands grasping at our coin purses. Let us wait a while and see if the stories are true. Indeed, it is every bit as beautiful as they say. It was a worthwhile trek, wouldn't you agree? The light from those stars traveled all the way from the edge of the firmament, obstructed by nothing on its journey. Free. I believe people have the same capacity. Each of us a star unto ourselves, the light of our lives illuminating the farthest reaches of our heavens. Ah, yes. You've passed, by the way. I knew I wanted you with me as soon as after our first meeting. Friends and allies gravitate towards you, don't they? I can tell. And so, to honor your induction into my inner circle, I shall award you with an artifact of power unequaled. Alright. Go on. Is what I would like to say. Unfortunately, my stock of magical objects has been much depleted as of late. Aw. Dang it. Are you truly so crestfallen? I suppose I cannot fault you for staying true to your ambitions. The artifacts wielded by the previous cadre were purloined from across the continent of Turao, where they were enshrined as objects of great power, as we had greater need of them. Mine, however, came into the possession long before that. After I was exiled, I traveled the world to seek a place that it was truly free. Disillusioned by every nation I set foot in, I eventually crossed the ocean to Turao. In the remote outskirts of Jacques Turao, I came across ancient and forgotten ruins, and within I encountered the spirit of Yerk Hui, who called himself the Wise One. I asked the Wise One where I might find freedom, and he told me the story. Ahem. When I yet lived, my people ventured to Jacques Turao. But before we could settle here, a terrible sickness struck, and one by one, many lost their lives. I sought a way to conquer this affliction, crafting an instrument that could harness the powers of the mighty beasts. Thus was the first treasure I created. Alas, I was too late to save my brethren. Yet I knew I could save others from our fate. So I traveled across the land, bestowing the treasures upon the struggling tribes. I wish to create a place where people bereft of a home can live as they wish. Such a treasure could help me realize this dream. Her conviction is plain to see. That is true. 5 treasures have I bequeathed, but there is one which remains sealed away. Its power is far too dangerous. My conviction means I can wield it responsibly. I beg you, bestow this treasure upon me. My conviction means I can wield it responsibly. I beg you, bestow this treasure upon me. My words must have swayed him, because the spirit's final act was to honor me with the relic before disappearing. I will use this power entrusted to me, shatter the rules that stifle us. That is why I created the Passage of the Unbound. Thing is, some rules gotta exist, because otherwise we're just gonna be tearing each other apart. And now you're one of his leaders. Stand by my side and together we shall release the people of the world from their crimes. Click. I did not initially intend to spend so much time in these wastes. To ensure you mastered the pose I showed you, although I've only recently invented it, I expect every member to be able to capture it, to be capable of tracking it at a moment's notice. With that, I cordially welcome you to the Passage of the Unbound. Unbound! You have learned the emote pose of the Unbound. Okay. That was fun. Enforcing freedom. You can sense a plot forming behind Apyaahi's mischievous eyes. Now that the night sky has energized us, it's time to take action. Our goal is no less than to see every nation of the world crumble. Yet we must start somewhere. You know, if you crumble a nation, its infrastructure and everything, you risk ruining the lives of those who need it most. The sick, the elderly. I was struck by how much had changed during my most recent visit to Turao, when I gathered the first group of my chosen leaders. At the time I encountered the Wise One, no ruler had united the continent under one banner. Damn, she's up. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she is a Viera. Uncertainty was in the air, but so was the scent of freedom. I had never seen a place quite like it. So much did it intrigue me, in fact, that I adopted the Shitoran name for myself. Yet now the same freedom that I found so appealing is bound by the restrictions of state. In each day that passes, those binds grow tighter. That is why our first course of action shall be to return to Rao, to where it once was, to liberate it from the tyranny of Tuliolao. Ah. While my previous leaders were avatars of self-indulgence, they never quite grasped the concept of overthrowing a nation. It falls to us to set a precedent for future leaders to follow. Go try and get the lay of the land, venture to Husutawi and Shaloni, and rendezvous with my enforcers at the local tavern. You may await further orders there. Whatever you say, boss. Apyaahi's scheme has been laid bare. You should bring the information to Rao Marjuni to the Alligned. Marilla, you returned. Were you able to track down Apyaahi? You could say that. She's certainly a character. I see. Her methods for testing the mettle of her would-be leaders are as unique as the candidates themselves. Yet learning that her next target is Tolielo only makes the sinking feeling in my stomach worse. Go on. The revelation doesn't come as a complete surprise, you see. We've heard whispers of a plot against the city, and I have been aiding the Landsguard with investigating leads. While you were abroad, some familiar faces showed up to lend a hand. Oh, speak of the withdrawal. It's the gang! Well now. Everyone? It's my homies. Yeah. When Rukavu sent word if you meant to pursue Apyaahi, we were eager to join the hunt. Yet right as we were arranging a ship to cross the ocean, we spotted a suspicious group of disembarking at that port. It said we might better aid you by tracking their movements. They claimed to be looking for work and obtained the permission to travel to Shaloni. Yet upon arriving, they went to work of a different sort, asking anyone they could find about Olioho and their inner workings of its government and defenses. When not bothering the people of Shaloni, they loaf around in Hutsuzawi. The master of the tavern there said the group spent long hours talking to other patrons, rarely ordering a thing, and going on about some plan. They're not exactly subtle, are they? Clearly they are the enforcers Apyaahi mentioned. We need to find out what they're planning and how Apyaahi's treasure fits into the picture. Then we can figure out how to stop them. Let's pull it up. If their enforcers are as talkative as they seem, I'm sure it won't be hard to eavesdrop. Let me help too. I have an idea what that might make things easier. But it requires morale to aid us. I hope you can oblige. You can count on me, whatever I have to do. That is settled. Oshikira, Tepenge, and I will work to uncover the nature of Apyaahi's treasure. These link pearls should make it easier to communicate. I brought them from a foreign sailor. I knew they'd come in handy sooner rather than later. Alright. Once you discovered something, we'll meet you at the Ifrit Plaza near Sasai. Isawari. Or Sasai? Sasai. The place. Now then, follow me and I'll tell you about this idea of mine. I'm eager to learn. Living on the edge of tomorrow. Bye-bye. Aw. Welcome. Okay. What clever plan does she have in store? What does she have in store? I have something that will make her job a lot easier. The Dreamwave Cocoon. The village elder understood how much it means to me to bring the Unbound to justice for their crimes, and entrusted me to do so once and for all. You met this Apyaahi in the flesh, yes? That means you can use the cocoon to imitate her. It can do that? Why, I was ready to use stealth and deception, but this will make getting the information really much easier. My thinking exactly, but it will all be for nothing if Apyaahi reaches them before we do. So let's make our way to Sasai at once. That's a cool looking aura. I believe she's using the Zero hairstyle. Alright. Let me check something first. I think the last thing we're gonna work on. Well, we still have to. Once we cleared most of everything, is relic weapon stuff. One weapon at least. Not bad. Let's fly. You probably don't even need the treasure to fool Apyaahi's underling. I've seen firsthand how skilled you are at the art of disguise. Oh, hush you. I took a peek inside and saw a few rough-looking types who didn't sound to rally gathered around one of the tables. Doubtless there are targets. There's one fitting Apyaahi's description, so she probably hasn't arrived yet. There's no one fitting Apyaahi's description, so this is our chance. You can hear everything from out here, so we'll keep watch in case Apyaahi makes an appearance. If she does, we'll call you on a link burrow. Alright, Marwa, take the dreamy cocoon in hand, and in your mind's eye, envision the wicked woman. Wicked woman! Yay. We'll stand looking at you. Oh, boss. Wait, you told us not to trust anyone, even yourself. If you're who I think you are, then do the pose. I've got some sore arms from practicing it so much. Alright, you. Here is the pose of the Unbound. Through it we shall be free. No one but you could strike a pose half as inspiring. We've been waiting, boss. Now that you're here, that means it's time to mobilize, right? done what I asked? Have you done what I asked? I think we have it memorized, still it couldn't hurt to review what you told us. We will launch our attack from the gates of Tuliola. Cerulean barrels will blow it to bits in a fantastic explosion. And Eldorad's concoction will give us the strength to crush the Lance Guard like ants. A simple plan for simple villains, don't you think? Keep pressing them more information, Rawa. Fascinating. You've done well. And how will my artifact gauge you? You know this, right? You know this one too, right? Wait, what will you be having? Excuse you, we're in the middle of something. Gotta play the part. She wouldn't ask for anything. They'd get suspicious otherwise. Yeah, mind your business. We're moving along, so stop trying to bleed us for every coin we have. Ugh. That society. Bravo, we see the real Apyaahi approaching. We have to buy time. Keep the henchman talking. Hey there, excuse me, I wouldn't go in there. The drinks are more water than spirit. Is that so? Well, good thing I'm not thirsty. No, the food. There's no food either. There's sold every last dish. What are you? What? And they have the gall to remain open? Great run amok indeed. Luckily, I wasn't planning on ordering anything. I'd rather die than become a paying customer. Have you no shame? I'm not one to follow. I'm not one to be a fan of like society and capitalism and all that, but it's one of the things that keeps society going, I suppose, until we actually figure out some kind of a technology that can properly put us in a position where we can just create food out of nothing, I guess. Would be the way to go about it, or I don't know. There was something else. I don't think there was. You were supposed to shore up our numbers, right? You said the artifact of yours would give us an army. Well, did it? Rama, get out of there. She's coming in. Yes. What is she doing? I have no idea. Did she forget something? Hard to say. Ah. Oh, you're already here. You move quickly. Yeah, I tuned to see me for rights. Well, that means we can get started all the sooner. Once Udo succumbs to our wrath, together we shall celebrate the return of true liberty to the realm. Now, see to your preparations and then join us upstairs. Be sharp when I give the order. Uh-huh. You sure will strike. Quickie? She's even more devious than I imagined. I can scarcely wait to see her in shackles, but I know a hasty misstep can quickly lead to ruin. Also, don't take this wrong way, Mrawa, but you're a little too young for me. Wow. You're being silly. That was close. I don't know what would have happened if you were found out. We couldn't hear what you were saying while we were trying to distract Apyaahi. Did you get anything I can use? That's great. Tentoa and the others have just arrived themselves. Let's go meet them. The cocoon is safe with me. Oh, how their search went. I heard you shown to Apyaahi herself. The very powers of the treasures never cease to amaze. Well, we are somewhat familiar with the world outside Dawntrail. We were able to gather more information, which should be of use. Alright, Toa, what do you gotta say? I heard you ran into Apyaahi in the tavern. Tell us everything that happened. Damn, Uh-huh. I see. We're planning to strike to the other from the Shenanigans side. Then we can focus on our defenses there. You said the Hermine spoke of an army being summoned by her treasure. That matches with a story we heard. It was told to us by one of the Vipers. We hoped their expertise in tracking deadly beasts such as the Vallentione, the very source of our treasures, powers might provide insight into the capabilities of hers. Apparently, they received reports that creatures across Dawntrail were falling under the thrall of a Shenanigans woman. Even the most feral of beasts obeyed her like a docile lamb. Yes, I did see something along those lines back in Ulda, the Segoli Desert. Treasure must give her that power. Raw and same than basic, but that's how it works. Well, we now know what our enemies capable of. I've heard that some animals hunt by hypnotizing their prey with sound, smell, or even a magical energy. Perhaps the Vallentione, whose essence lies in her treasure, was one of those, but it's difficult to say which. Even so, we know Apyaahi's plan and the threat we face. We can prepare for whatever she might throw at us. We'll cut off her advance and Zorgor the Boundless. We'll take everything we have to drive her back, but if we fight as one, neither her nor the beast will take a single step into Tuliolo. I'll stay here for a while and keep an eye on things. If Apyaahi makes a move, I'll contact you at once. Can you tell Rao Majun what we've learned? You can count on me. Okay, down we go. One more quest, more than likely. She's bringing an army of beasts to our doors. There's so little time to prepare. If the treasure can bend ferocious beasts to its will, must consider the possibility it can be used on people too. I'll bring this information to the Landsguard at once, that they might begin readying the city's defenses. Neither you nor they will let a single citizen come to harm. This is it, Marawa. We think Apyaahi and her cronies will soon be languishing themselves. There we go. Bar the passage. Ramaju has a nervous look in her eyes. You said to Noah and was keeping watch at Kizataya, right? I suppose no news is good news. Speaking of... Apyaahi and her minions are preparing to depart. It's time, everyone. We make her stand before the gates of Tuliolao. It begins. And here I was hoping that Apyaahi would turn herself in. Well, I suppose she would just have to be brought in by force. She might have the treasure, but she doesn't have our allies. And she certainly doesn't have you. Today we stopped Unbound, and tomorrow we'll welcome a dawn to Tuliolao free of their shadow. One brings shadow, one brings the light. One last hurrah for my own hide. Maybe check something first. Will I be done in 7 minutes? Hard to say. There's my crew. Cookie. My bow will aim true, I promise. I can't fight, but I have medicine at the ready. I'll help however I can. It's always good to have an alchemist on our side. I saw the Unbound leave to Sally. They should be here in a moment. Typical. If our guess about the treasure's power is correct, this will not be an easy fight. Although the circumstances that brought us together were less than fortunate, I am confident that in the end, we'll be stronger for them. We won't allow the passage of the Unbound to wreak havoc into Tuliolao. Today Apyaahi and her ilk answer for their crimes. Alright. Okay, I like how they've done this now, where at certain points there's like a little save. Like a checkpoint. So, we wait. They're here. Is she a Rava, by the way? Ravina. Man, she has such generic thugs. We knew you were coming, Apyaahi. You and your gang of thugs won't be going any further. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So you've chosen to join the other sheep, have you? How disappointing. I offered you so much more than the life of a lapdog. My dear, I am a traveler. I am a wanderer. I don't rule. I simply do as I must. Fame to my name and all that. But what you're trying to do is horrendous. I never intended to fight by your side. My freedom dictates that I stand in your way. Of course you would say that. You are your savior after all. Yeah, I figured you'd know. And from the moment I saw you, I suppose now you've asked yourself why I was so forthcoming with my plans. I want you to see what we fight for, to realize the beauty of true freedom and devote yourself to the pursuit of it as our ally. Alas. Well, you see, the issue of that, Apyaahi, is that you didn't show me anything. We were just staring at some stars, and you were whisking away at hopes and dreams of something that you don't even seem to grasp the concept of properly. Personal freedom over the freedoms of everyone else is not freedom. It's indolence. Your allies only follow you because of the treasure has them in its thrall. No one willingly follows such a reckless leader. Interesting. You think I have the power to command others against their will? Oh, don't you? Oh, you are far from more foolish than I believed. I would never rob anyone of their freedom. She's gone. Oh, wow. Not gone. So they use the glamour. Oh boy. Here they come. Look! Beasts approach from the island side. From the island side. Ah, shit. What is this? The steps of faith? But how? We committed too heavily on this side, and now she strikes at our blind spot. Must open the gate. How did she get them there to begin with? The path to a new tomorrow lies ever before us. We need only be brave enough to walk it. Leave this lot to us. You tend to the others. Have fun out there. Whoop. Little guy. Alright. You have to take care of these beasts before going after Apyaahi. Over here, Mrava! Yeah, give me a moment. I'm a little surrounded here. about this? That's fair. My creatures cannot live up to their real thing. How about this? Okay. So they're copies. She makes copies of living things. Returns are returning with their adventures. Oh, my son's here. I'll end this in a single blow. No, I think not. Attacking from above? Devious. Leave the skies to me. The rest of you, focus on the big one. Save my life. With the piquet. They have two gladiators. That's actually kind of cool. A tenacious lot, aren't you? Well, I suppose I wouldn't want you to fall too quickly. There are so many, but we will persevere. I can smother them in flames. Lend me your protection. Oh shit! Bush got him with the diving elbow! No, my poor pitiful pets! So I cannot rely on numbers alone. Keep them distracted, my darlings! We'll be fine. Go after Apyaahi. This way? I think it's this way. Hold on, Tentoa. I might be in trouble. Something a little different this time. Behold, the fruits of my travels across the realm. Those are some bitter fruits. Thanks for the help. Not to catch Apyaahi. Don't think you've won yet. Strong, to be sure. But so is this. Whoa. Hello. Said your worst. I won't lose. Whatever you say, dude. Don't hold back. My medicine will keep you upright. Limits are just more rules to be broken. That doesn't look good. Worry not. Get behind me and you'll be safe. Are you alright? You survived that? Bah, even bugs grow before they die. It's time to finish things. Your to summon is the most step to my senos. Yet that alone is not enough to... What? Something got into them. Things not going as intended. I admit, I may have underestimated you a lot, and while defeating you would be quite the feather in my cap, to get to the other are much easier to target. Oh, come on! Of course, she's making room for it. Follow after her, Murawa! Anything that would obstruct the free world I aim to create will be destroyed. A world free for yourself to do whatever the hell you want at other people's expense. You're not looking for freedom, you're looking to be a self-indulgent asshole. Must you insist on being a thorn in my side? Very well, then I shall plant the banner of evil upon the corpse of your worst hero, and the meek shall flock to me. Make my fervent desire manifest. Grant me the power to seize undying freedom. The architect, Apyaahi. Sabo. Ah, I see you too have run through that dungeon. Go forth, my prickly punisher, and crush those who will blind us. But what is this sudden dreadful feeling? Perhaps I haven't been sleeping well as of late? Let me just, yeah, okay. I should have just let that happen. Okay. Midway. Okay, now we're focusing. Now we're maxing. impressive. Expected less of you, but this far since here. Why, you little... Now smash into a pulp! My gang! I don't think so. Yeah! So you find a comfort and fellowship? At least this will save me the trouble of killing you one by one. This is your moment, my pointy pugilist. It's getting even stronger. I'm working on it. Yeah, what? Keep going, everyone. How can you stand before my treacherous might? What are you? I'm the warrior of light, baby. Such power. Power that would be welcome in the pasture within the pasture of the Unbound. Gather around, Roa, everyone! What a fault. Can you withstand this? You're scurry about like rats. Pulverize them with this, my barbarian! Well, it'll ruin my rotation, but it's fine. No, even my spiny stamina is falling. Supposed to stay away from it. I'm not finished yet. I can replenish my ranks. Bang. Hell yeah, quickie! Bronk. I am really ballin'. Do 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 do. It seems I must admit defeat. Admit defeat. Yet know this, I do not believe the ideals for which I fought were misguided. Think back upon the leaders who came before you. Those 5 self-serving souls who dared to live as they pleased. Asshole. 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 Each one the perfect image of liberty, yet ultimate perfection cannot be achieved without ultimate power. This is why we fought, why we became villains, to tear down the world's nations and their shifting rules, so that the voiceless many may speak again. What made you feel this way? Mrao has told you already surely, yet the exile that emboldened my hatred of meaningless restrictions also led to my awakening. I couldn't have known true freedom without it. And so as I traveled the world, I noticed the same thing everywhere I went, that the many were bound by the few. In Gridania, citizens are discouraged from joining hands with their neighbors. In Oda, merchants craft laws to exert their control over others. Even in Limsa, once lawless parts are made to bow to the state. Well, they're given new purpose. Need I say more? The countless guardians who were tricked into sacrificing themselves when the church fanned the flames of war. The people of the East, whose entire lives are determined by outdated customs and morals. I had to go west to find what I sought, here in Terral. I lived a life unbound. Or so I thought. After a terrible tragedy, I was forced to find a new home, once again. It's terrible. What happened? I can scarcely say it. I was asked to pay for my lodgings. People offered you a service, and you accepted it, and you didn't talk to them about arrangements beforehand? You mean you hadn't been paying all along? Why should I have to trade coin for a roof over my head? In my village, charging for something so essential was unthinkable. So long as one followed the rules, that is. Honey, we call this cultural shock. Uh, Different peoples have different circumstances. For the first time since my exile, I questioned my path. And I convinced myself that taking care of my drunken sisters night after night wasn't so bad after all. Someone had to take care of them. Where did you live again? Where did you live again? No, that doesn't matter. Surely, if you can accept trading labor for housing, you can understand the reasons behind trading coin for it. No, but it's just another rule that's used to control us. A rule that I won't accept. I mean, you're kind of right, but at the same time, no. I was forced to live on the streets. In my tent, I plotted. The rebellion would start with me, and end with the authority of every nation in tatters. Oh. Yet one day, after long hours of sowing discontent, I returned to find my tent gone. In its place stood a sign that read, "No vagrancy." They took her tent. Ah. The last thing you owned was gone in an instant. That can't have been easy. I can understand your perspective, Apyaahi, but a world where everyone did what they pleased would soon fall to chaos. Laws are the only thing which keeps us from that. And I know firsthand what it's like to be bound by old rules whose purposes are sometimes baffling. But you don't have to follow them blindly. If you're dissatisfied, you can work to change them. What you speak of, Apyaahi, is not freedom. It is self-indulgence. That's what I was saying! Huh? So you're saying, if I change the law, I can do whatever I please. Oh my god, she's stupid! She's stupid! Oh, that speech about intellect and strength not mattering if you have charisma. Woman, you're too dumb to live. How? Not a word got through to her. Talking anymore would just be a waste of breath. It's time to put her in chains. This is all you're doing, isn't it? It's time you joined the rest of your minions. Get her! If this was an anime, everyone would have piled on her, like diving, like chibified at her. You're under arrest. I won't resist, but this isn't over. Those who share my vision will hear of this justice. They will carry on my legacy. No, not again. The passage of the Unbound should remain open forevermore. Hey gang, so that was stupid. Freedom that harms others is no freedom at all. Living in a society has its challenges, but it allows us to support each other as a group. Yeah, I'll be real, yeah. A society that doesn't help each other is not a society, but at the same time, if you ignore your society that tries to take care of you, you're almost worse. Maybe. Judging by how her force was mostly comprised of wild beasts, I take it Apyaahi couldn't send many of her henchmen to Drow. Perhaps her genre's resources have finally run dry? Finally, the Unbound are in chains. Do you think Itoka would be proud of us? Of me? Probably. Totally. I knew anyone who admired Elriat would have twisted morals. But even so, I'm shocked by the depth of Apyaahi's depravity. Well, she's not so much depraved that she is just... Okay, I said she's stupid, but I think when it comes down to it, it's just culture shock and being used to one specific culture and their way of doing things, and when you see other people doing things in a different way, it's like it kind of messes with you. Okay, maybe she's a little stupid. A lot stupid. Moving on. Your bravery was inspiring everyone. Inspiring everyone? Apyaahi is in the custody of the Lance Guard, and her treasure is destroyed. Without their leader and secret weapon, the Unbound may well truly be finished. We should return to Vallentione and let Majun know about our victory here. Yeah, let's go. one more chat with the homies. I heard all about your battle with the Passage of the Unbound. Leave it to you all to not only capture their leader, but to do so without anyone until they all coming to harm. Just glad to help. By the way, Mages from the Wing of Protection inspected the remains of the beasts you fought. The descriptions were surprising to say the least. They weren't quite actually individual organisms, you see, but a collection of minute fungi that had taken the form of familiar creatures. The mages concluded that the raw vitriol sealed within the treasure was likely once a fungi itself. This explains the sightings of Apyaahi's traveling with beasts of all sorts at her beck and call. She built her army by finding the fiercest creatures she could and recreating them with the power of the treasure. But you stood against the army without a shade of fear in your eyes. As a token of gratitude, you are welcome to tacos in the house whenever you are in town. Oh, shucks. Speaking of which, I hear Tintola and the others will soon be returning to their respective villages. Goodbyes are always bittersweet, but I'm sure they'd love to speak with you one more time. I'd love to speak with them too. There's my crew. Every time I come to XIV, I'm amazed by the different kinds of people gathered around the tables. I wish there was a place like this in my village. Yeah. Quickie. I want to spend some time in Toledo's markets before I return home. I've been thinking a spare pair of spectacles might be a prudent purchase. A short time together with you has reminded me of Wessel and Cyric. I wonder how they fare. Perhaps I'll write them a letter and find out. It seems the parents fell in love with tacos while they awaited my return to Favner. From Favner. I'm sure they'd be happy if I brought some home with me. I neglected to mention this earlier, but I was able to convince everyone back home to stop relying on the cradle. My sleepless days are over, but I've been busier than ever. I've looked to Ishgard's Knights for inspiration on how to build solidarity amongst the villagers. We train together and take turns on watch among other things. The Zigwid no longer needs to spend the days in bed, and sometimes joins us in our drills. I bet this new life wouldn't be the same without her. A new life for which we both owe you thanks, Marla. We'll keep striving to follow the example you set for us. My people have accepted the fact that we cannot always rely upon the heartstring, and even now train to build our natural resistance to various toxins. It took some time to figure out the right amounts to use, and I admit there were some close calls, but luckily the heartstring was at our disposal. Yet I believe that our strength lies in our ability to conquer hardship. I hope one day we can trust in our own abilities. That being said, it's been some time since I had a meal that wasn't laced with poison. I've forgotten how delicious food could be. The cuisines of the world are as varied as people. No doubt the prospect of discovering new delicacies adds excitement to your travels. The others will be glad to hear how key the Recon was to our success. And though it seems Apyaahi recognized you from the moment you met, it didn't make a difference, did it? It just reaffirms for me that you've more than earned your renown as a hero. I still aspire to become a hunter worthy of Titoka's legacy, and that will take a long time and a lot of hard work. For now, I'll focus on keeping my village safe. But I won't stop there. Keep your ears to the ground, Rawa, for someday you might hear the tales of Kyuki, Hunter True. Quickie, Hunter True. Everyone was so brave. My heart always starts pounding where the fighting begins, but I didn't need to worry. Since I'm here in Toledo, I'll visit the markets before I return to my village. Oh, almost forgot. Gugu just sent me a letter. He said the authorities have taken his circumstances into account and decided to be merciful. He'll be released soon, and just as promised, my village will be the first place he visits. Aw, I have a feeling he has a crush. Everyone's looking forward to greeting him with open arms. If Kakuja agrees to be our protector, then we can come to Tudelo more often. To think the origin of the treasures lies with the Yokui. Even with such dominating strength as they possess, they sought still more when their very survival was at stake. My people were afraid of the apex and so sealed it away within our treasure. But over time, the treasure became as feared as the beast within it. Thus, we had never considered using it as a tool to aid us. I've been training hard, and I hope that someday I can help my people view the treasure from a new perspective. It might take a while, but we'll get there. I'm already stronger than the last time we met, right? You don't have to answer, but trust me when I tell you, we won't take the easy road like Virajan. Every bit of progress we'll earn through hard work. On that note, as much as I'd like to stay, I suppose we all have homes waiting for us. Let's say our farewells to Brook and Brookavu and Ramachan. Good. Don't take the easy way out. Don't get fake viewers. Don't take fake viewers. Assholes. I'm glad you got to catch up with everyone. Should we bring this party to a close then? Should have taken my hood off. I'm gonna miss these guys. Or such guys, you know? Be well, everyone. I'll bring Lozink with next time. I want her to meet the people who helped us. Stop by my village if you're ever in the region. I'll treat you to a freshly hunted boar. Everyone get home safely. We'll meet again soon. I hope I'll be able to pay back the debt I owe you, if only a little. If you ever need help again, you know how to reach me. Until we meet again, everyone. Somewhere down the line. And Murakruk totally didn't cry 5 minutes after this. Totally. It was a long and trying road, but the treasures are finally back to their rightful places. And the passage of the Unbound with no one to lead their meager numbers will fade into obscurity. I'm sure we'll hear no more of them again. Here's to peace until the allow. Rules. Basic social considerations. Who needs them? Those pathetic bastards don't even see the yokes around their necks. Did you see how nobly Apyaahi fought? As long as I can remember that sight, I'll never turn away from the path she showed us. Huh? It's up to us to continue what she started. She don't need those artifacts to bring down the nations. Find a whole new kind of weapon. The passage of the Unbound should remain ever open, and we'll be there to guide others upon it. No. There's more of you? Criminals! Over here! By the gods, run! We can't get caught here! This is not my problem. LOL, so silly. And with that, the passage of the Unbound has been shut down. I'm gonna quickly go and do a thing. And then I'm gonna go to a certain location to finish things up. Because we are very much nearing the end. I need to get... I hope some people buy some stuff from me, because I need to get rid of some things. Okay, so... let's go to... Living Memory. Actually, thinking about it, this might be a good spot to end things. It's a high enough note. We celebrated Vallentione Day. We made a new friend with the Deaf Servant. And we bound the passage of the Unbound. Next time, next Monday, we shall clear out these quests here, including what I believe is the start of a dungeon. And we'll see to do some things in Tuliolao. And maybe Solution 9, depending. On Friday, we're gonna be starting a new game. Why start a new game and not continue with and finishing Vampire Crime Bloodlines 2? Because I fall into some kind of an issue. I tried quite a bunch of things, really, but no matter what I tried, every time I would get on the elevator during the last mission, I don't know why, but whenever I try to get to the next section in the streets in Carnadine, everything just freezes in the loading screen. So I'm gonna be doing something in the background for a bit, and maybe on some Friday stream down the line I will finish Bloodlines 2. But until that point, we're gonna start things off with a new game. This Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern European Summer Time, we're chipping in, ladies and gentlemen. Cyberpunk 2077. Until then, I wish you all a happy and safe and sound and worthwhile morning, midday, and evening. Stay safe, everyone. Bye.